What is up, people? Do. Hope you guys like the intro song. It's not changing. Let me see how I can turn up my mic. I know you guys couldn't really hear me that well last time. Let me see if I can figure out how to turn up the volume here. Filters, gain. Okay, yeah. All right, so we're gonna gain up a little bit. Hello, hello. Check, 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 check. We're maxed out on gain, guys. I think this is gained up. Yep, we're maxed out on gain. These SM57s are these SM7Bs. I'm sorry, are very low in output. But what is up? Sorry for no stream last week. I don't know if you guys saw my story, but I was working on my cars. I had some car issues for my main car, and also I have two other cars. I love Honda CRVs, so I have some Honda CRVs that I'm working on, and yeah, just had to get those squared away so we have some vehicles. This is gonna be amazing. Possibly my favorite song of all time. Definitely my favorite Erra song. Awesome, dude. That's good to hear, because this is also my favorite Erra song. This is probably one of my favorite Erra songs I've ever written. Like this song and Isolation Blue are like my favorite songs I've ever written for Erra. And I don't know, I just the way that they're structured, all the melody in it, the patterns, you know, there's a lot of like things that like tease and come back. So yeah, definitely stoked to get into this one. I went ahead and did one guitar. I did the left guitar. I still have to program the right, like put in the key switches and stuff. So after, I'm gonna let you guys hear it in just a second, and it's gonna sound a little weird at first because not all the key switches are in there, but you know, you'll get the idea. What gen CRV? It's first gen, man. I have a 98 CRV and I have a 2001 CRV. The 98 runs like a top, dude. It's so good. But the 2001 has a transmission issue. Likely going to be transmission. So, like, I'm going to have to put a complete new transmission in it. So, and luckily enough, I posted it in a forum, and a guy that lives, like, probably about 40 minutes away, he's like a fan of Erra and everything, and he just so happened to be in this CRV group, and he's like, yo dude, I got a transmission. So yeah, I got a transmission secured. He's gonna help me out with that, and yeah, we'll be driving in that thing again in no time. Howdy from Detroit. So Alan was shaking. Nothing much, just getting started on remaking Spirits Away with all Midi. By the way, this is all Midi. Not sure if you guys are aware. There's no real instruments. It's MIDI bass, drums, guitar, all of it. The only thing that's not MIDI are vocals, which I'm not going to include the vocals. Don't want to get copyright striked, but yeah, it's everything besides vocals. Like piano, synths, all that stuff. It's all MIDI, but it sounds pretty good, man. This one's not complete yet, though. I'm about to let you guys hear it. What we have so far. Not complete, but you'll get the idea. Alright, let's hear it. We'll hear it till about maybe like a minute in or something, because I think that's where I left off. That's so cool to know this is one of your favorites you've made. This song means so much to me, and eternally grateful for you making it. Yeah, dude. Actually, funny story about this song. This was the last song that I wrote for Erra, ever. Like, this was the very last song that I wrote for Erra, which is why it's so special to me as well, because we were going into the studio for Augment, and I needed more songs, and this one was still in my holster, and I was still working on it. So, like, the day before I went to the studio, I, like, had to finish it. So, I finished it right on time, and, yeah, this is the very last song I ever wrote for Erra. And a lot of the guitar parts in here was actually stuff from the Artificials, like, you know, because I've always had the Artificials as like my solo project, side project thing, and I wrote this, like, bits and pieces of this song for an Artificial song, but when I found out, you know, I needed more songs for Augment, I just took the little pieces and Frankensteined them into this, and it ended up being one of my favorites. But yeah, here it is, man. Let's check out what we have so far. Keep in mind, only the left guitar is key switched. The right guitar doesn't have all the key switches in yet. Yo, what's up, Chris? So, brother. That was weird. What's up, Chris? Thanks for hopping in. By the way, Chris, I'm glad you're here, dude. I have to talk to you. I've been getting a lot of emails lately about people wanting to do 4 strings in Ableton. Now, I don't know if you've figured out how to do it yet. I know that Akita has a workaround in the Discord of how to do this, but it's kind of like crazy how he has it set up. It's a little confusing, and it's like a lot of work. So I don't know if this is something that you could tackle or figure out an easier way to do it. I don't know, because I don't know Ableton. I don't know how hard it is to change MIDI note channels in Ableton. But yeah, we've had a lot of people asking about that recently. This is slamming. Thank you, brother. Thank you. It's not even complete yet, dude. I'm still working on the key switches and getting everything to sound good, but thank you. This was always one of my top tracks of this album. Thank you, man. It's my top track for sure, dude. I love this song so much. Like, I'm super proud of how it all came together and just how it sounds. So, thank you, man. But yeah, let me know, Chris, if you have any insight on that Ableton 4-string thing. Because right now, Akita is the only one that has a solution to 4 strings in Ableton. And it seems like it's kind of a headache. Crap, I gotta figure it out. Colin would know better than me, but I'll have to look into it. Okay. Yeah. I call him Akita, but yeah, Colin, basically. Yeah. For sure. Is this song named after the movie? No, it wasn't named after the movie, but I think, I don't know, that's more of a question for Garrison. Because I think, you know, he wrote the lyrics, so I'm not sure if he had any sort of connection or tie with that movie. I don't think it was, though. I think you're thinking of the movie Spirited Away. But yeah, I don't think it had anything to do with that. Good movie, though. So I gotta let the hair down, guys. It's gonna get hot in here. Okay. Alright, so first things first, I was working on some key switches here and there. So, and then also dividing up some of the leads, because how I had it tabbed out, some of the leads were only on the right guitar. So they need to be center, and then some of the different guitar. There was like different guitar parts that were like playing on left and right, so to figure all that out as well. But the tabs are the original tabs from when I wrote it, so it should be accurate, most of it. I may have changed a couple of things in the studio, like the way I played it. So either way, I effing love you, man. I love you, brother. Thank you for being here, dude. And by the way, sick podcast episode. I watched the whole thing yesterday, and yeah, dude, I'm really loving the whole direction of the Metal Producer podcast. If you guys haven't checked that out, go check that out on YouTube. It's Dusty and Chris. Their new podcast for metal producers. So if you're into that sort of thing, perfect podcast to get into. Can't wait for new episodes. And hopefully I'll be able to hop on there with them and talk about some music stuff. Okay. So I think I was going to leave off like all the way up until what I just showed you guys, but I do have to fix a couple of things though. I think left guitar is pretty much good to go. So I gotta get on right guitar and figure out what's going on here. I think most of it's right. Okay. Bro, I had to cut out talking about you because we need you on there to talk about you. Yeah, I kind of figured so, man. Like, if you guys talk too much, it was like, well, you know, it would almost be like me needing to be on the podcast, sort of. So yeah, I totally get that. But definitely, man, I can't wait. I can't wait until we can collab on that. Okay, that's what I need to fix, because that's not correct. Okay, so that one hasn't been... Man, I still haven't set up my freaking... what do you call it? My little scripts that make things easier. I was planning on doing that today, but I got lazy and was mainly just setting up for the stream today, so... I do not have my quick buttons set up again yet. Okay, I gotta see the tab for that, because I don't even remember what I played there. Da 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 dun 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 dun. Let me get to the tab. Can you guys hear that? That's the original tabs, if you guys can hear that. Okay, so it's open, 2-2 open. Alright. I'll actually be in touch very soon. Maybe you can be on the next one. Sweet, yeah, that'd be sick, man. Can't wait for this collab. Alan and Chris, your channels are both up. Thank you, brother. Yeah, definitely go check out Chris's channel too. He's doing a lot, man. He's come a long way. Super proud of him. Okay, so open, 2-2 open. So that's open. So that would be... Which string was that? Okay, that was 4th. Okay. I think it was 4th. Oh, no, it's 5th. See, this is what I got to do for MIDI note channels. I just right-click the note and then go to note channel and change my note channel here. Which, it's not the best method. I had some little quick buttons set up, but I recently upgraded my computer and my settings didn't carry over on my Reaper, so I'm gonna have to make those again. Okay. I need some key switches right here. I'm gonna have to go into 16th notes. Oh, okay. Everything's moved over a hair because I do that with my MIDI. I don't know if you do that with your MIDI, Chris, like move. This is something I've been doing, and it's actually making my MIDI sound better. Is move over your guitar MIDI a little to the left by like 2 1/28 notes, and or spaces or whatever. Like right here, these two little grid lines. Just move your MIDI over 2 spaces, and it's like the smallest little nudge you can make in Reaper at least. But I've been doing that, and it's making everything hit perfectly on time. Like breakdowns hit harder. Just everything just seems like it's more glued, and like just it hits better on the compressor too for some reason. Like with everything hitting at the same time, it almost seems like the compressor's just doing what I want it to do. So that's a pro tip for you, man. Try moving your MIDI back just a hair, and you'll get the pick attack exactly where you need it to be on the grid. You've been there since the beginning. So grateful. All right. Car wash time. Talk very soon. Yeah, dude. Talk soon, brother. Have a good car wash. Okay. Now I moved the MIDI back over, so now my grid is lined up perfectly, or lined up with the grid now. Okay, so palm mute, alt pick right there on those 2 chugs, and then right there is sustain. And then palm mute again, I think. Okay, so I gotta do a bend right there too, so. Alright, yeah, I did MIDI note channels for that. Let me double check. Yeah, MIDI note channel for that. If you're new here, by the way, announce yourself in the chat. I like meeting new people, so if you're new here, say what up. We're just doing some MIDI guitar editing here. Okay, I gotta see how I played that, because I can't remember for the life of me how I played that. Not the second guitar. I know the first guitar part, but forgot what that second one's doing right there. Hold on, let me see. Okay, right here. Sorry if you can hear that. Or if you can hear it through my speakers. I need to turn that down, actually. Can you guys hear the guitar okay? All the volume levels, are we good? Can you guys hear me and volume, everything? Hi all. Geez, loud AF. Yeah, my bad, brother. My bad. Sounds like a Bradley Hall video. What sounds like a Bradley Hall video? Okay. Okay, okay. Alright, that one is going to be string 4. That's going to be string 3. And that's 2. And that's going to be 2 as well. And that's going to be 3. Both of these are going to be 3. Alright. And then we're going to do a bend right here. This is how I do my bends. Just draw them in. Ah, a little too late. Let's move it over here. Let's move this over that way. Let's move this over, actually. It's a little late. Oh, we're on palm mute. Nope. Almost there. Bend's a little strong. This bend. Okay, that might sound okay. I feel like this bend should be happening just a little sooner. Oh, dude, my bad, my bad. I have the guitar doubling. Hold on. What about now? This happens when I forget that I have my quad cortex plugged in twice for some reason because of my reamping. So whenever I stream, I just have to remember how to unplug the input, the extra input that I have on the guitar there. So it's feeding input 1 twice for some reason. We should be good now. My ears were bleeding. Sorry, dude. Dude, I'm so sorry. My bad, dude. I totally forgot. Usually I remember to like unplug that before I stream. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's loud. The music is really loud too because I got my master chain on, so sorry about that. Master chain is pumping. Yeah, the key switches are not in there, so that's why it sounds a little weird. Alright, I gotta put some I'm gonna put some of these little release noises at the end of every chug. Let me make sure they, okay, it's 96. These take a bit of time. I see. They're not supposed to go on that long. See, that's why I should double check these things, because sometimes this MIDI, or whenever you export tabs from like Guitar Pro or something, sometimes the MIDI like drags out or overlaps or it doubles, or you gotta double check these things. And also I like to alternate velocity layers here for this. Okay, yeah, that sounds better. Gotta do the same thing here. If you know anything about Axure, this is how I do it, because each section or each sample has velocity layer. So this is the second velocity layer, or no, actually the one I'm doing now is the third velocity layer. Let's do second velocity layer for that one. Palm mutes sound better on the second velocity layer for those. There we go. We'll put both of them at the second velocity layer. There we go. Let me see what it sounds like if I extend that. Okay, yeah, that sounds more like how it does when I play it. I think I'll go with that. Ruben, what's up? Good to see you too, brother. I'm doing good. Just working on this Spirits Away remake from Erra. This is one of my favorite songs. Awesome, dude. Glad to hear. Gotta remember how to play this. Okay. Alright, so alternating again to the second velocity layer. Ah. And then these. And then these. Every other note, since I'm doing like a down up stroke pattern for that, every note needs to be different. Okay, I'm gonna delete this, and then I'm just gonna copy paste the first half, because that has everything I need in it. I think, yeah, it does. Oop, forgot the first few notes. Alright, so I think we can just copy paste that. One more right there. We'll be good to go. Can't remember how I played it. How do you make left and right rhythms sound different in Axure? I've got two different tones. So the left guitar has Gojira, and the right guitar has the Helix native plugin. So I kind of just recently actually stepped away from doing both guitars with the same tone, because sometimes that can create, even with like real guitars, that can create like weird phasing, and it just honestly it doesn't sound as wide either, because if you have the exact same tones and everything on both guitars, like, yeah, it can sound unified, but it also sounds very thin and like narrow. So if you do a slightly different tone for each guitar, it helps out with the width. So I've just started doing that recently. They're both the same Erra preset that I made. So they sound similar, but they're different characteristics, because one's Gojira and one's Helix. So they're going to obviously sound a little different from each other. But because of that, it helps glue everything together. Oh boy, I'm here for Spirits Away. Awesome. Thanks for being here, Taylor. What's up, brother? Okay. Okay, so this is the second guitar I did not do key switches for yet. So we're gonna start right here. It's pretty much right here to the rest of what we have so far, or what I showed you guys in the beginning of the stream. Okay, so that goes. Ooh, sounds out of tune. I gotta remember how to play that. Yeah, there it is. I got a tune real quick. I'm out of tune. So same MIDI but different plugins. Yes, same exact MIDI. But also the MIDI is going to be two different guitar takes because Axure has Guitar 1 and Guitar 2 guitar samples. So you are using actually two different guitar takes essentially too with Axure. So that also helps with everything sounding wide too. Because the problem with the older guitar MIDI programs out there is like, you know, they didn't have Guitar 1 and Guitar 2 or whatever. So you would get really weird phasing issues whenever you would, you know, use a guitar left and guitar right. But with Axure, you have separate samples for each. So it's like two guitar plugins in one, basically. Okay, so 545. I got to remember these numbers because that's what I go by for 4 strings. 7 is going to be the low string, and 6 is going to be the string below that. All right, now I got to put some release noises in there. And as you can tell, the release noises help it not sound as robotic. It gives you that real, like, sort of ending to a note when you pull off of it, like especially chugs. See, now without it, it sounds like this. See how it cuts off very robotically? And now... And you can also extend those, too, to get a more lengthy release noise. But then it sounds very muddy. So I like it to be a little tighter than that. That's why I bring it back down to a 30-second note. Sounds more like a choppy chug. And in the future libraries that I make, I'm going to make sure that I include a setting to where we can have automatic release noises. Because I know sometimes people probably don't want to program them in, and we still will have like the option for you to program them in if you want to, which I like. I like that because I can control how long I want it and everything. But in the future, we'll have maybe like a button or something where you can turn release noises on and off. And then maybe like another knob where you can control like the sustain of it, you know. That would be an easier way to go about it instead of programming it in. Okay, now we're gonna do sustain right here, which is right there. make sure that's where it starts. Yep, perfect. And then palm mute, sustain, palm mute, sustain. As it goes. That's what I'm doing here. Gotta remember what I did on that part. I thought it was. What's up, Renzo? Glad to see you here, bud. How you been? Just trying to remember how I played it, man. It's been so long. Yo, what's up? The Dadkins, what's up, brother? Jordan, man. How you doing, brother? What's up, buddy? Long time no see, man. Thanks for popping in the stream, man. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the tabs real fast and see. I can't remember exactly how this part was played. There it is. Not sure if you guys can hear that MIDI playing. Ah, it's... Ah, there we go. I was close. Yeah, dude, it's crazy to see these tabs that I wrote so long ago and like just see how I wrote things. Like the way I wrote this, it's just I don't remember writing it that way. But it's kind of cool to kind of play it over again, you know, like stepping into my younger mind a little bit. That's kind of cool. First time in the stream, yeah, man. I've been meaning to catch a stream. Every time I realize the stream is already over. 8-bit Erra, that Midi though, and it spirits away. Holy crap! Yeah, dude. And actually, it doesn't sound very 8-bit altogether, dude. I'll let you hear it. I'll let you hear. Let's see. I still have to adjust some things because it does still kind of sound 8-bit right now. Dude, that's like probably one of my favorite transitions I've ever written. It's so cool because each guitar is doing something different right there. Hold on. Dude, it's so cool. And then I think the other one's doing, what's the other one doing? Oh yeah. I might cry. Are they your tabs or Guitar Pro? They're my tabs. They were tabs from Tabit. So I took the old Tabit files and exported them into Midi and then just put them in Axure. And now Axure is turning them into real guitar. And I'm just putting in the key switches now for Axure because even though I exported the tabs or the MIDI or whatever and put it in the guitar track, you still need the key switches from Axure to make it sound real. So that's what I'm doing now. It's just putting all the key switches in and adjusting things. It takes a bit of work, but that's the point of these streams, you know, to kind of show off Axure and just kind of, you know, work through some old songs. But yeah, this Axure doing all this stuff, man. Okay, let's get back in this part right here. So that's palm muted. Okay, so this needs to be sustained. So sustain right there. And those two notes are, that's 5, that's 4. And that's going to be 2. Oh, I didn't mean to delete that one. That's going to be 3. Open on the 5th string. It's 4. And that's 3. And that's going to be 6. 5. It's gonna be 4. And that's gonna be 5 and 6 again. Alright, there we go. 4 strings applied. And those are going to be second velocity layer. Those are going to be 84 as well. So I got to put in some palm mutes. So palm mute there. And then sustain. And then palm mute right here. And then sustain right here. I got him. All right, and then this one is sustain or downstroke, and then tap right after that. Ooh. Gotta make sure it's in the right spot. I got some new messages. Hold on. All your transitions back then, God tier. Thank you, man. This is the song that made me fall in love with you guys. Dude, thank you, man. Bro, I see people using Axure all over my IG when I'm done doom scrolling. What do the channels do? Oh, never mind. Oh, okay, yeah. Channels are different MIDI channels for each string. So in Axure, we have channel 1, which is Omni. It's going to be just the regular way that Axure behaves. So you don't have to worry about 4 strings in MIDI note channel 1. So, and they're all set. Your MIDI should be set to channel 1 by default anyways. But then we have channels 2 through 7. So 2 is going to be your high E, and then all the way up to your low E, which is going to be the 7, MIDI note channel 7. So it gets a little confusing whenever you're trying to, it may be confusing to some people programming that way, because when you're doing like your 6th string, you're actually going to program that on MIDI note channel 7. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then channel 1 is all the strings, and you know, just programmed how we programmed or how we made Axure to behave, you know, by default. So that's in a nutshell what 4 strings is. And I like programming in 4 strings because it makes it sound a little bit more real. You know, you're actually getting that tonality of that specific string. And that's how I like to program on my guitars, like just exactly how I play it. I don't know, man. I'm like ADHD, so this is just what I like to do. I know most people probably hate doing this, but I love it. So that one's a palm mute. And then that actually goes right there.
that'll be 7. So when I program this as 7, I'm actually programming it as the 6th string. So 7 here, and then I'm going. So that's going to be the 3rd string down. That's going to be MIDI note channel 5. And I've already 4th stringed to that part as well, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm going to put that in a different bracket of velocity layer. Put that one down there as well. Trying to find the right velocity layer for it. Okay, yeah, that's better. Alright, let's listen to both together. Sweet. Sounds like the song. I love that. Love that. I gotta put a key switch here because these notes are not sustaining. Okay, now they will. Okay, so the second guitar is not programmed right. No key switches there on that one. I think I should do this. We're going to put those as the 2nd string, and then these as the 3rd, which is going to be channel 5. Yeah, I think that's how I played it. Alright, now we got those 4 strings. Alright. Yep. No key switches on that, so that sounds weird. Cool. I remember it now. Okay, yeah, that's what I gotta do right here, this part. Alright, alright, so that's gonna be fifth MIDI note channel. Oh, all of that's going to be the 5th one. That's going to be 6. I think that's 7. Yep. It's gonna be 5. It's gonna be 5 as well. Four as well. That's going to be 3. It's going to be open string. It's going to be 3rd, or no, yeah, 3rd. It's going to be 4th. Alright, now for the key switches. Okay, so that is going to be a tap. think. Nope. 1 over. That's going to be sustain. And that's going to be a tap. Or that's going to be a, yeah, it's going to be a tap. A hammer-on. Hammer-ons in Axure are basically taps. Because that's all a hammer-on or a pull-off is basically a tap. So I do my tap key switches as hammer-on pull-offs. And then that, it's a palm mute. And then sustain, I believe. And then palm mute again. Oh, wrong spot. Needs to go right there. And then sustain downstroke. And then another tap. Sustain downstroke, tap. There we go. Sweet. Dude, you guys have no idea how old this riff is. Like, I wrote this riff, like, way before I was even in Erra. This riff right here that just popped up. Kind of crazy to think about, but yeah. This riff was an Artificials riff, actually. I told you guys that in the beginning of the stream, but... yeah, I originally wrote this song for the Artificials and just never used it. And it was like kind of like bits and pieces of it. And then yeah, I needed one more song to submit for Augment, and I was like, why not? Let's just take an old Artificial song and make it into an Erra song. And it turned out pretty cool, man. Actually one of my favorite songs I've written, so I think this is one of my favorite songs I've written ever, actually. Not just like Erra aside, like this is one of my favorites ever. I gotta copy and paste that breakdown-y part for this other guitar, because, well, actually no, I can't, because both guitars are playing something different on the and the other one is playing it's slightly different. Just the ending of it is slightly different. Much faster than that, though. Okay, I got it. It's going to be on the 5th string. Or actually, no, it's not the 5th string. 5th MIDI note channel. Keep saying string, but it's not string. It's going to be a 4th MIDI note channel. And this is actually a triplet, so I need to go into my triplet timeline. 16th note triplets. All right. All right. Sustain. We'll go sustain alt pick right there, actually. My delay is making such weird noises, so when I stop. So, only thing that should be playing are these two notes, actually. I don't know why I have those on there. That was in the tabs, but I don't think I played it like that. Yeah, I did play it like that. So I will take that off. 5, 4, 3, and maybe that channel 2. It's that good old guitar rig. Guitar rig's making that noise right now. And yes, I still use guitar rig. It's kind of old school, but you know, it gets the job done. And I like how easy the pedals are to work with. So. See, that's where the Guitar Pro MIDI kind of messed up right here on this little, whatever that is. I think it was trying to do like a dead note, but it didn't. I don't know. Maybe it can work. Maybe. Let's extend it. And then put a dead note after it, maybe. And then a release noise after each one. See what this sounds like. I don't like it. I do not like it. Okay, hold on. It's actually supposed to be. Yeah, I thought it was supposed to be like that. That's the way it's supposed to be, actually. I've been playing it the other way. Okay, just a 2-note difference. I don't know, my memory was failing me there on that part. That makes more sense. Sounds like it. Maybe if I mute these. Because those are going to be palm muted anyway, so might as well just keep it like that. I gotta put a key switch in here before it drives me crazy. Okay, sustain. Alright. Actually, that's a triplet. Let me go back into my triplets. Okay, there we go. Triplet key switch. Alright, now we can go back to straight. Are you guys still alive out there? Nobody has said anything in like 10 minutes. Ooh, that's different. Ah, it's the harmony. That's why it didn't sound right to me. It's the freaking harmony. I've never played this harmony in my life, so I'm trying to learn it. I usually play the other part. Okay, that's what it is. Ended up picking up the Plenty and Nolly amp from Neural really good. You get the Misha amp? Yes, I did. I got the Misha amp, and it's sick. It's a little bit different though, like the characteristics of it, which I like. I don't want it to sound like any other amp sim that I have, because what would be the point of buying an amp sim if it sounds like everything else? So it's got some darker tones to it compared to the Gojira. Gojira is very high gain and like trebly scratchy, which is good. I like that. But Misha's more of like an even toned kind of amp, and you can get some pretty cool tones out of it, man. You can make it sound however you want actually, but just playing around with it this past week, and I like it, man. I think it's definitely worth it. Have you released the tones for the songs already worked on, or is this that yet to come? Also, where can we go to get them? Nice. It's very different yet compared to the other two. It's very dark. Yeah, for sure. I have not released the tones yet. I'm still working on them. The reason it's taken me so long is, I'm trying to make sure that I offer a lot of value in this, because I don't want it to just be this like, oh, here's some IRs and settings. Like I want to like really offer something cool here that you guys would be able to appreciate, and just something different, something a little extra, because I'm sure other people doing this, they're just giving you the files and that's it. I'm planning on giving you guys like PDF files also with this that explain things a little bit of how I got the tone, or I guess explaining how why these tones work the way they do, how to dial them in I guess from scratch really, and the IRs, the presets, and also working through the clean tones, because the clean tones are a little different, man. So I'm still kind of ironing out the clean tones for this. The rhythm tones, the heavier tones I've already got done. Just need to get those cleans, and then I gotta package it all up, and we're gonna sell it on StudySoundAudio.com. So whenever they are available, you can check out StudySoundAudio.com and grab it there. And we will offer, like, I'm trying to also think about like how we're gonna offer this, like if it's gonna be like a bundle, sort of like you get all the tones, like for everything, like all the plugins, all the amp modelers, like you get one pack that just has everything in it. So just in case like one day you might want to buy an Axe-Fx or a Quad Cortex or whatever, you're gonna have all the tones for those. Or we might do like individual, sort of like, if you just want the Axe-Fx, or if you just want Gojira's presets or whatever, we'll have that. Trying to figure out a way we can make that happen as well. Okay, well, that sounds wacky. I don't know what happened right there. It's supposed to sound like... So, dun. God, my foot itches. Sorry, guys. I'm over here scratching my foot. Feel like I got bit by like an ant or a spider or something. Might turn into Spider-Man in a second. Okay. Tap there. It's going to be palm mute right there. sustain downstroke, then tap. That's going to be sustain alt pick. And then tap, or hammer on really, right there. And then 2 palm mutes. I'm going to do palm mute alt pick right there. And then alt pick, or palm mute. And then sustain alt pick, or downstroke, sustain downstroke, and then repeat. Sorry if you hear my kids screaming, guys. They're just playing. They're just hanging out. Okay, 5. It's gonna be 6. I think I already did that one. Yep, I did. That's gonna be channel 5. 7. And those are all gonna be 7. All right, here we go. I don't remember extending that note, so I'm gonna cut that and put a release noise. A 30-second release noise at the end of that. Right, the end of that right here. There we go. Gotta do the other guitar too. Yeah, the guitar kind of extended for no reason there. Okay, so something about the original song. So when we were in the studio, I did this at the end of this phrase. I go, and I hated that because I wanted it to alternate between and then, but I didn't do that. In the studio, it goes, so I want it to be, I think I wanted it to be, yeah. I forget that part. And then go on the first one, but on the second one go. So the second one doesn't go. It goes again, and I hate that. I've always hated that about this. That's the one thing I wish I could change about this song. So we're going to change it here on this version, because that's the way I feel like it should have went. Okay, I got to read some comments here. Have you released the tone? Okay, I already read that. Nice. It's got that very wide, even periphery tone, definitely. Yeah, I totally agree. Really appreciate what you're doing, man. Erra is my biggest inspiration, especially Impulse and Augment. Thank you, man. Thank you. You, along with so many other people, man. I appreciate the love. Thank you. Love what you do, or love what you contributed to the band. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah. I'm pretty proud of this one. This song is shaping up pretty cool so far. There's still a lot to do on this. So this is probably going to take at least 3 episodes to do this one. Because it's so long, and there's a clean part that goes in here, and just so much to work on it. So yeah, you'll probably get 3 episodes out of this one. Yeah, see right there? Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. Get out of here. So I want it to actually go. So that's 3, and that's 2. Yeah, that's the way it should be right there. Sweet. Yeah, I think this, because the song was so fresh whenever we went to the studio with it, like I barely had time to make any revisions or anything, so that's why that part bugged me for the longest time. Still does, but you know, I'm glad I can fix it now. Oh, that doesn't have key switches on it. Oops. Alright, I could just copy and paste this after I get this one section done. Alright, that could be channel 7. Okay, I think I can copy paste the bend from the first one. There's a bend on this guitar. Yep, right here. We're gonna copy paste that over to the second guitar. Yeah, I like it. Okay. I know this stuff is tedious, guys, but it's worth it. It's worth it, I think, to make it sound good, and I don't know, just to see how it would sound with MIDI, man. With good MIDI, I will add with good MIDI, because there's some bad MIDIs out there. This is the good stuff. We're the good guys. Yo, Franz, what's up, buddy? How you doing, brother? Did you go to that show last night, Franz? I'm not sure if you're still in Birmingham, but my buddies played last night. Delta Hate. They played a show. I can't remember who was on the bill, but they played at. I think they played at Workplay last night. But if you went, man, I'd like to know how they did. If you did go. You're from the Philippines. Yeah, I know you're from the Philippines, brother, but I thought that you lived I thought you lived in Alabama, dude. Or you might be a different Franz than what I'm thinking of, cuz I know another Franz, he's from Alabama that I'm friends with. So you could be a different Franz. Preacher, what's up? Thank you for that follow. Appreciate you. Yeah, different Franz. Oh my god, dude, this whole entire time that you've been coming into my streams, I've been thinking that you were my buddy from Alabama, Franz. I'm so sorry, man. I had no clue there was another Franz on this planet. I'm sorry. Well, that's cool. Two Franz. I could be friends with two Franzes. Oh my gosh. Forgot. There was a harmony there. So hopefully I can still copy paste. Bro, hearing that riff remade sounds diabolical. Yeah, dude. I love that 4-2 open key, man. It's my favorite. I can copy and paste this actually, because they're both the same thing. It's not a harmony or anything. So I'm gonna delete that, come up here and copy paste this. Actually, yeah, copy paste it, because why not? Oh my god, started over. Why? Why'd that happen? There's actually something that happens right here. So we're gonna delete this one. Yo! Thank you for the subscribe, preacher. Appreciate you, bro.
Allow me to display my affection.
I love seeing that stuff pop up on the screen, man. Great movie. Great movie. That's my childhood right there, dude. I watched that. I had that movie on VHS, and I watched it like every day. Classic. I don't know if you guys know what that is. I don't know if you're too young to know what that movie is. It's Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls. Phenomenal movie. All right, let's see if that worked. Okay. There's that little dragon note again. I gotta fix that on the other guitar too. I don't know why it's doing that. Made me smile. I watched Ace Ventura, Just the Pet Detective. Yeah, dude, that one's good too. Finkel is Einhorn. I love that movie too. Both of them are good. Both of them are good, dude. Nature Calls was stepped it up a notch though, but yeah, both of them. There's another classic movie I have that pops up on the screen whenever somebody I can't remember when somebody does like a donation or something. And then also when somebody there's another one I can't remember. It's from Dumb and Dumber, the first Dumb and Dumber movie. Sorry, I keep playing this part over and over. I'm just trying to just figure out like which part I need to copy paste for the second guitar, because I don't feel like plugging in all the key switches and everything again. So if I can copy paste anything, I will. One right here. The bass. The bass is doing it too. I hate it. Drag that bass back a little bit. I can tell. I can hear it. let's see what we can copy paste. I'm not sure. I think that's a harmony. Yeah, it's a harmony. Okay. It's a weird harmony, but it's a harmony nonetheless. I seen Ingested the night before last. Nah, you're good, bro. I've probably heard the old version so many times it doesn't faze me. By the way, if you guys haven't seen the new Mortal Kombat movie, you should go check it out. That movie was actually pretty freaking sick. I had low expectations, dude. I thought I was gonna hate the movie, because of Johnny Cage. Honestly, he was never a favorite character of mine, and when I heard he was like the leading role, I was like, this movie's gonna suck. And then me and my brother are both huge Mortal Kombat fans. We've been playing the video game since we were really young. Probably shouldn't have been playing Mortal Kombat when we were like 9-10 years old, but we were. But we went and saw it the other night, and it's so good. It is so freaking good, and it's funny. Like, there's like some comedy in there, and it was just very well done. If you're a fan of the video games, definitely go check that out. Alright, I'm going to copy paste the other guitar because it's like the same thing. Or actually, no, I can copy and paste this guitar. We got some overlapping here with that harmony. I knew that was going to happen. So let me go in here and dissect this. Oh my gosh. I don't know what's going on right now. Oh no. Okay, yeah, there we go. I don't know what to get rid of. Okay, I see what I gotta get rid of. I'm gonna get rid of this one, this one, this one, this one. Let's get rid of that one first. Wait, I didn't remember. Okay. Alright, so get rid of that one. That one. This one, this one. have to check it out. I remember watching the 90s movie. Oh, dude, yeah, it's way better than the 90s movies. The 90s movies were good in their own right. Well, no, they weren't really that good, but they're classics. And it just tops all of that, dude. And it's definitely a MK fans movie for sure. They did everything right, I feel like. Starting in-person guitar lessons this weekend after being self-taught in my room for 5 years. Any tips? That's awesome, dude. Congrats on taking the next step, dude. Any tips? Be a sponge. Listen. Do not think that you know everything, and just listen to whatever your teacher's got to say, man. And also, one big thing. If he asks you to practice something, practice it. Like crazy. Like, let it be your obsession. Because that's one pet peeve of mine. And that's why I don't do lessons anymore. Is because before when I worked with people, like, it was almost like they didn't care to do the lessons. They just wanted to, like, hang out and talk, which is fine, you know. But at the same time, I was there to do my job as lessons, and they didn't retain any of the information. They didn't practice, and it was just kind of like a lost cause. So I don't do lessons. I hate doing lessons. But yeah, definitely listen to your teacher, and when they give you like a lesson or like a song to learn or something, like, just go ham on it. Wow them. Make sure that because I promise you, they're gonna appreciate it if you really, like, listen to what they're saying and put in the work. And it just shows good work ethic and that you're just willing to learn, man. So yeah, it's my best advice. Just be a sponge and be cool and learn the stuff that they're teaching you. I know it seems like such trivial advice, but it's something I feel like it's gonna go a long way. I wish the students that I had actually, like, well, actually, no, I did have one student. He went above and beyond, man. He, like, wrote a song with all the stuff that I taught him, and, like, dude, he did everything I asked, and he was, like, the one guy out of, like, 50 students that I had, and he was, like, the one that actually did everything that I asked, and yeah, that was, like, a dream student. So yeah, man, and I don't know, I'm trying to think of something else that could probably help you. Listen to everything, like all types of music. Taking inspiration from everything, not just metal or whatever you're into. Like, listen to how songs are made, you know, like dissect the songs, how they're made, how they're structured. Like, pick apart, you know, the elements of every mix you listen to, you know, like whether there's piano in it, synth, and background vocals, effects, all that kind of stuff, man. At least that's what I did growing up, which is why I'm here now, like guitar player, producer, engineer, whatever. But yeah, man, hopefully that's good advice. I don't know what note this is. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Dun, dun. Okay, it didn't bring me my release noises over, copied and pasted. That's annoying, but I've got everything else. Dun 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 dun. Alright, now I gotta change velocities here. Seven. I might try to do a little playthrough of this once I get done programming this section. Oh, I didn't program key switches there. Huh. Okay. My bad. Wait. What's going on here? Okay, I see. I see. I see what's going on around here. It reminds me of that Billy Madison scene when he sees the Penguin and Chris Farley together, and he walks in on him and he goes, "Oh, I see what's going on here." Appreciate that. I'll keep that in mind. I'd like that you told me what you didn't like about teaching, so I know what not to do as a student. Oh yeah, for sure, man. No problem. Any way I can help, man. You know, I've thought about doing lessons again, but like I just have some trauma from the past students, and I know I'm not, like, I shouldn't base new students off of the past, but you know, I don't know, man. I have zero patience for somebody that's like gonna pay money, you know, pay me money to teach them something, and then them not like actually go through with it, you know, and like use the information. And I don't know. I feel like that's a bad deal, you know. Like if you, like, and I know I'm not the only one, because I have a few musician buddies who think the same, you know. And but they still do lessons anyways, because they got to pay their bills and stuff. But there's other musician friends that are like, yeah, dude, can't stand when, you know, people don't show up to their lesson, or they don't implement any of the stuff that I'm teaching them. You know, it's not because they're not skilled either. Like, a lot of these people that take lessons, they just want insight from their favorite players or something, you know. And they're not necessarily like beginners, because they're beginners, like, they usually are a lot better at, like, you know, using the information. But for like the skilled players that are already like decent at guitar, like, those are the people that think they know everything, or they're like stuck in some sort of muscle memory loop where they can't get out of it, and they're going to do things the way they want to do them. So they're kind of hard to teach and relearn things. Because muscle memory is a thing, man. If you learn something, if you learn how to play something sloppy, you're going to forever play it sloppy. But you can relearn. You can teach yourself to not play sloppy by getting on a metronome, playing slow, and building up your stamina, and building up your speed slowly, gradually. And you can relearn sloppy playing, or relearn how not to play sloppy. Some people want it and some people don't. I get what you're saying. Yeah, exactly. In a nutshell, yeah. Dude, I'm sorry. I over-explain things so much. I'm sorry if I was just rambling there for a minute. I'm just trying to help you out, bro. But that's cool, dude. That's cool you're taking lessons. For real. Props to you, man. I didn't take lessons. Actually, I did take lessons. I took lessons for 2 weeks at the local guitar shop. The guy taught me how to play Everlast on acoustic guitar. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Everlast, but it's like this old band in the 90s that was like, they had one hit. And they had a song that's like, I forget what it's called, Show Me What It's Like or something like that, or I don't know. But it was like this very catchy, like acoustic sort of riff that the song was known for. And the guy taught me how to play that one riff. And I was like, I don't want to learn how to play stuff like this. I want to learn how to play like more difficult things, you know. And that's around the time when metal started to kind of enter my life. So I got into that instead. Because I was like, I just had acoustic guitar. I didn't have electric or, or any other instruments. All I had was this like nylon acoustic guitar. That's what I started on. I started on a nylon classical acoustic guitar. I did not play classical music. My mom just didn't know the difference between, because she bought me my first guitar, and she didn't know the difference between and neither did I. I didn't know the difference between a classical guitar and just an acoustic guitar. So when she bought it, it had nylon strings on it, and I just learned how to play everything on a classic, all kinds of crazy stuff on a classical guitar, acoustic guitar. And then as, I got older and found out, I need an actual guitar. This is a classical guitar. So I think I was around 10 years old when I got an electric. I got an Ibanez. Or actually, my first guitar was a Washburn. And then it was an Ibanez after that. Ibanez Geo. Like Super Strat style. Kind of like this guitar, actually. But it was blue. And yeah, the rest is history, man. I'm wondering if I should make those shorter, because they're kind of muddying up the chugs. I don't like that. That's better. I love the trails on this delay. Like when I hit the stop button. Stop playing them. I don't know. It sounds cool. I like that. Sometimes it sounds wacky, but sometimes it sounds pretty cool. Alright. Shorten that one too. Get this last one, and then I think we're gonna be good. Goodness. I think that's the whole first half of the song, pretty much. Nice, though. My first guitar was an Ibanez Geo II. Nice, dude.
Yeah, dude, there's nothing wrong with the Geo. I actually have a 7-string Geo right there. It's a blue, like a turquoise blue Ibanez Geo 7-string. And dude, it's sick. I like it. Like, there's nothing wrong with a little Geo, man. All right, let's listen to it from the top here. Actually, let me move my MIDI over just a hair so it hits right on time. Sweet. It sounds pretty cool so far, man. I might try to play along to it. I might not make it all the way through, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, I'm gonna try to play through it. Can't believe it's all MIDI. It's MIDI, brother. It's MIDI. Dude, I think I did get bit by a spider on my foot. My foot's turning red. Hopefully I didn't get bit by a spider. Okay. So I'm gonna mute my mic and then try to play through this. Okay. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I played that clean enough, but I screwed up here and there. Whatever. But yeah, that's what I have so far, guys. Thank you for coming to the stream. I usually end about here. I do like a quick little run through of all the stuff that I did, or all the stuff like programming the guitars, and then I do like a quick little playthrough. So we will pick back up on this soon, probably tomorrow. Not sure. Most likely tomorrow. I don't really have like a set in stone stream schedule, but it's usually going to be Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. But I'll try my best to stream tomorrow. We'll get the rest of this knocked out, and or a good chunk of it, probably the middle section, and then we'll tackle the ending on the 3rd episode. I don't know how much more it's going to take, but we'll see. But thank you guys for hanging out with me while I just mess around with Midi. That was sweet. I always love the melodic ambient feel to the song. Me too, man. Thank you. But yeah, I will be back tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you guys for coming to hang out. Be sure to check out my YouTube, Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, YouTube. Check out StudySoundAudio.com if you are interested in this bad boy here. Let me pull them out. This guy here, I promise you, it's the guitarist's best writing tool, I think. It's good for demoing out ideas, production, tabs, all kinds of stuff. Because, since you can do 4 strings with this, you can see what's being played on the fretboard exactly the way that I play it. I'll play through you real quick. Play through the first half so you can see what I'm talking about. Watch the fretboard right here. Okay, some of it's not 4-stringed. I got to go through and fix that, but you know what? You get the point. So Axure is really good for that too. But yeah, anyways, appreciate you guys. Hope you have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.